Greetings, everyone. Well, it is package opening time again. Yes, indeed. Received a package from Earl Bailey, longtime viewer and fellow gaming fan. Yeah, so he had a few video games that he wanted to send me, kind of inspired by the recent overview I did of my entire PS2 collection. I think he said he noticed a few things missing there that he was wondering if I might like, or if there were some things I was looking for. He might see if he could find them in the local pawn shops or what have you. So this apparently is the fruits of his labors. I'm pretty sure I know one of the things that's in here, but I have no idea what the others are. I gave him sort of some general ideas of stuff I was looking for. So who knows? Let's find out. Package from Earl Bailey. PS2 games, most likely. Today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Still have no idea where my box cutter is, so scissors it is. Alright, let's open this bad boy up here. So, just gotta make sure you can't see any of the addresses and stuff like that. If I just sort of lean forward. You can hear it. Here, we'll do stereo. There, how was that? Stereo, gotta love it. Okay, let's see what we got here. I love messing around with stereo and sound effects and stuff. Okay, oh, here we go. Read first. You see that? Read first. Alright, here we go. Oh my goodness, it's a long note. You wrote me a novel, Earl. Alright, here we go. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo, boop-a-doop-a-boo. Alright, so we have Sean. I hope this package arrived in good condition. It did. It arrived in perfect condition. No damage whatsoever. Very happy to report. Enclosed, you'll find the one title I told you about in my message, as well as some other titles to help fill out your collection. You may open the covered items in any order. Number 1 is a museum of a title. Number 2 is legendary. Number 3 is one classic. Enjoy with my compliments. As I had mentioned to you in my message, the city I live in has a thriving second-hand console game market. Oh, must be nice. There are 2 businesses in town that specialize in used consoles and games. They both have 2 stores each. They have everything from cables, controllers, memory cards, etc. for all the consoles from the Atari 2600 to the PS3 and Xbox 360. If you have any other older games you want and are having trouble finding them, send me a list and I will see what I can find. Oh, awesome. I may very well be taking you up on that, Earl. And now for a little bit about me. My username on YouTube is ScifiGuy68. Right, of course. I recognize the name. I've been following you for a number of years. On YouTube, I'm more a watcher than a maker. I discovered you while trying to get some general info on HD televisions and Blu-ray players. Your HD rants were the first videos I watched. I really got to do more of those, don't I? See, I hear that a lot from people. A lot of people seem to discover me through those. I found your now defunct webpage. By the way, anybody who's wondering what happened to the webpage, the web hosting service that I used actually went tits up. So my webpage and anyone else's that they were hosting are gone. I just haven't got around to finding an alternate hosting service. There's a few I'm looking at. It's really just a matter of wanting to revamp the web page and not just bring it back as it was, but bring it back in, new and improved form. So that requires a bit of thought and some effort to actually get it going and functional. So it's probably going to be a little while before ZarenIsaac.com is still is fully up and running again. However, I will continue to include the link at the end of all my videos and because, you know, hope springs eternal. All right. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Found your now defunct webpage and started watching most of your videos listed there. Oh, wow. I'm actually really happy to hear that, because I spent a lot of time indexing and cross-indexing the videos that I had at the time on there. I had what I called the Multimedia Chronicles Master Index, where you could search for titles by title, just alphabetically, and it would take you to a video where that was discussed, or an update video where I talked about it, or what have you. But I don't know that I'm going to do that again, because now I've got close to 2,000 videos, and it would just take forever to do that. So, yeah, probably just do something else. Let's see here. Excuse me. I enjoy watching your DVD and Blu-ray updates, disambiguations, and reviews. I find your videos both entertaining and informative. Thank you very much. Like you, I'm filling the gaps in my Doctor Who DVD collection. Well, I'm not filling the gaps anymore. We know how that turned out recently, eh? At least the classic series. I've still got to get lots of the new stuff. I've completed Doctors 1 and 2. Excellent. And don't forget, there's The Underwater Menace was just released this year, finally, from Doctor number 2, story number 32 specifically. No word on a Region 1 release yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. I have 30-plus titles left to complete Doctors 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, actually, that's not bad at all. You're about where I was a few months ago then. Yeah, that's easy. It seems like such a daunting task, but I'm hanging in there. I've been a big sci-fi fan for as long as I can remember. Oh, sorry, it's like 4 in the morning when I'm filming this. Besides Doctor Who, I enjoy both Star Wars and Star Trek, as well as Blake 7, Farscape, Red Dwarf, Babylon 5, Knight Rider, G.I. Joe, Transformers, the cartoons, not the Bayformers nonsense, Tron, Robotech, Battlestar Galactica, and Space 1999, and other works by Jerry Anderson, superhero-related shows, and quite a few obscure and not-so-obscure cartoons and live-action titles from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, many of which you enjoy as well. Yeah, it sounds very similar to my list. I think the only one on there really is I haven't actually really seen much of Farscape. I haven't seen much of Star Wars. What's this Star Wars thing? No, believe me, I've seen Star Wars. I haven't seen much of Farscape, but yeah, all right. Which are too numerous to list at this time. Oh my God! Sorry for all the yawning, folks. My wife and I have quite an extensive and growing DVD Blu-ray collection, as well as a toy collection, which includes but is not limited to Transformers, Star Wars, Star Trek, and Power Rangers. There you go. A few years ago, 2009, I dug up my SNES and started replaying the games I own. At that time, I also came in possession of an Atari 2600 Junior and acquired a library of my favorite games from local secondhand dealers. Nice. Over the following years, I also acquired a GameCube, Sega Genesis with the 32X add-on, a PS2 and PS3, a Nintendo 64, and a Retron 3 and 5. Nice. I would love to pick up a Retron just to be able to play some of my older games a little more easily. I've also been picking up games for all those consoles from those local secondhand dealers I have mentioned. Actually, I don't think the Retron can play the old ones that I have, because the old games that I have are Atari 2600 and ColecoVision. Mind you, my ColecoVision does still work. It's just, you know, you have to hit it a few times to get it working sometimes. Keep up the great work. Before I forget, there's something I've been meaning to bring to your attention. I had purchased some of your DVD releases when you discontinued offering them. I never received them. I had ordered the remaining ones I needed to complete my collection. I'd already gotten DVD and Blu-ray reviews, cartoon reviews, BCI Clips Animation, Library Saga, and Zernizarak, the early days of YouTube 2006. Thank you. Keep on doing what you're doing. Okay, I will double check. There's a bunch of orders that are actually still waiting to go out. Anybody who's been waiting for those, the DVDs are all done. I need to purchase another silver pen so I can finish autographing them, and then I can mail them all out. But the actual DVDs themselves are all finished. The labels are done, packaging's done, discs are burned, they're all ready to go. I have a master list of everybody who's still waiting for orders to come out or to be sent out. So don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. I'm just stupidly hella slow. I will get those out to anybody who is waiting still ASAP. I don't know when specifically. Money's a little tight just coming out of Halloween, but yeah, hopefully soon. Actually, the next... well, yeah, I don't want to make any promises right now just because it's difficult to to keep them sometimes, just when unexpected things crop up. But things are looking much better over the next couple months, so hopefully I'll be able to start sending those out to everybody who's still waiting. Including you, Earl. Don't worry. All right, so first up, let's take a look here. We got games. Yes, now this is the one. This is the one that I knew he was sending. I mentioned this when I did my PS2 overview. We have The Matrix, The Path of Neo. Yes. And, oh, beautiful. Check it out. Even has the instructions. You know that I like to have the instructions. It just fell on the floor. What was that? Oh. Okay, not entirely undamaged, apparently. One of the clips for the manual fell out, but that's okay. Holy Moses, this is a thick manual. Like, oh, man, you just don't get manuals like this anymore. Look at this. Full color and everything. That's beautiful. I miss when they would actually do proper game manuals like this. I mean, it's nice to have some actual sort of physical, materials that come with the disc and whatnot. And much like the other Matrix one, this cover is nice and shiny and reflective and stuff. Very cool indeed. All right, here we go. So, starting with number 1. What did he say about number 1? Number 1 is a museum of a title. All right, let's check it out here. We have... Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I've really been wanting this one for a long time. We have the Namco Museum collection. Yes, very nice indeed. And again, beautiful with the manual. That's fantastic. So with Namco Museum, what do we got? Just 4 games on here? We have 10 classic arcade hits and 3 new games never released for home consoles and hidden games to unlock. All right, there's a lot more than 3 games on here, or 4 games. So we have Pac-Man, Pole Position 2, Dig Dug, and Galaga. All arrangement versions, so it's like updated versions. Just give us a list of the games in here. List of games. We have, let's see. Oh, holy moly. Alright, main menu. So we have Pac-Man arrangement, Galaga arrangement, Dig Dug arrangement, Pole Position 2, Ms. Pac-Man, Galaxian, Pac Attack, and Pac-Mania. The last 2 are locked. And there you go. So you get 12 games total. That is awesome. Oh, there you go. So you can see on the back. Very cool. Yeah, I love these classic arcade collections, as I'm sure you gathered. I've got quite a few of them. Wait, when you said it was a museum of a title, I had a feeling it might be that one. But and I'm glad it was, because I've been wanting that for a while. Next up, number 2 is Legendary. That's just plain brown wrapper. All right, here we go. Legendary, eh? We have... Oh, well, fantastic. I should have known this one. But we got Title Legends. Fantastic. Because, of course, as you know, I have Title Legends 2, and was lamenting about the fact that I didn't have the first one. So we've got Space Invaders plus 28 games that defined a generation. What do we got here? We got Space Invaders, Jungle Hunt, Bubble Bobble, Operation Wolf, Elevator Action, Phoenix, Zookeeper, Battle Shark, Colony 7, Continental Circus, Electric Yo-Yo, Volfeed, Gladiator, The New Zealand Story, The Ninja Kids, Operation Thunderbolt, Return of the Invaders, Tokyo, Plump Pop, Rainbow Islands, 2-Bit, Great Swordsman, Space Gun. Oh my god, I love Space Gun. That's worth the price of admission alone for me. Space Gun was basically like a shooting gallery style game, kind of like Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolt, but very much inspired by aliens. There's no doubt about that inspiration. You're basically hunting down aliens, and it's also notable in that it's one of the very first arcade games I actually completed. I actually played it all the way through, just kept pumping quarters into it. I wanted to see how it ended. And it just totally sucked me in. I loved that game so much. And now I can play it again. Yay! And we got Space Invaders Part 2, Super Kicks, Exodus, Plotting, Thunder Fox, and Rastan. That is awesome. So we got, just spin it around. Come on, turn. Alright, so then we got Title Legends, and yeah, fairly simplistic manual in this one, but who cares? I mean, they're arcade games. What do you need to know? I mean, the whole point of arcade games is to be able to just pick them up and play them, you know? So, alright, so last but certainly not least, we have number 3, which says it is one classic. And we have... Oh, awesome! Fantastic! Yeah, I've been wanting this one too, and I haven't had any of them. We've got the Capcom Classics collection. Yeah, so this is a terrific collection of arcade awesomeness here. Earl, thank you so much. And that is it. That is the last one in the package. So let's take a look here. So, again, bloody hell, another manual clip fell out. I'm really surprised because I mean the box showed no signs of damage whatsoever, unless it was may have already been broken at the time. I don't know. Who knows? So Capcom Classics, we got holy moly, this is crazy. We got a lot of stuff in here. Let's see, do they give us the full list? No, hold on. Let's see if they have the whole list here. Game select. Just checking. Might have to just sort of go. Oh, games. Here we go. So we got 1942, 1943, 1943 Kai, Bionic Commando. I used to play Commando a lot in the arcades too. X's, Final Fight, Forgotten Worlds, Ghosts and Goblins. Oh my god, I used to play the crap out of that. That's awesome. And Ghouls and Ghosts, also awesome. Gunsmoke, Legendary Wings, Mercs, Pirate Ship Higemaru, Section Z, Sun, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, and Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. God, my friends were obsessed with those. I never really got into Street Fighter. I do like some of the anime based on it, though. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Trojan, and Vulgus. Awesome. Wow, that reads almost like a who's who of games Zaran Isaac used to play in his youth in the arcades. That's fantastic. Actually, between these 3 arcade collections, there's a lot of games that I used to play a lot when I was a kid. Yeah, these 2 collections in particular, there's just a ton of stuff there that I used to play a lot of. Very, very cool. And actually, Dig Dug from Namco there, I didn't play it so much in the arcade, but I actually have a version of it for my Apple IIc, and I used to play that all the time. That was really good. Dig Dug and Mr. Do, I used to play quite a bit. Both similar, digging around through stuff, avoiding enemies type games. Wow. Well, that is fantastic, Earl. Thank you so much. Those are some very, very welcome additions to the PS2 collection. That's great. You definitely paid attention to what I was missing, especially with the arcade collections. That's fantastic. I love all of those, and the arcade collections are probably the ones I come back to the most in my PS2 collection and replay quite a lot. I tend to pick up anytime I see those compilations around over the past few years on PS2 or PS3, because there's some on PS3 as well. I tend to just grab them because I want to continue to support those games in some way so that they're not lost to the ravages of time, not forgotten. And that, and also my little one and I, Rosie loves the old arcade games. In fact, one of her favorite games from my old compilations is Joust. She loves Joust, and we often play that together. And, it's really, really good stuff. I love, they're just so much fun, I love the old arcade games, and always have and always will, and very nostalgic as well, because, I always remember going to the arcades with my friends as a kid, and playing a lot of those great old games. And Awesome stuff. Alrighty. That is it from me to you for now, folks. So just a quick thank you to my Patreon sponsors. Thanks, Patreon sponsors. Special big thanks to my two highest level sponsors, namely Kyle Pellegrini and Get Your Gorgeous On, which is the awesome e-mag run by Michelle O'Toole and Simon Hedger. Thank you very much, guys. Please do consider becoming a sponsor because it helps to allow me to do more stuff for you, the viewing people. Alrighty, that is it from me to you for now. Yeah, so until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara. And big thanks again, Earl. Really appreciate the additions to the PS2 collection. Those are going to be a blast to play. Alright, see you later, everybody.